And it seems like the hot cool thing to do these days is take a look at this guy. It is the Transart Black Agent. A lot of people have looked at this guy recently. Me being me in regards to being as critical as I am, me being me in regards to my familiarity with this company and I guess some of the third-party offerings that they have put out. I've only looked at their Optimus Primal, and that was a long time ago. I really didn't know what to expect from this, but he is going to be our focus this time around in the latest GotBot True review. Hey one, hey all, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, your most humble of hosts, Dennis Moulton, aka GotBot. As always, man, please like, comment, share, of course, subscribe while you're at it, light 'em up, baby. And hit that notification bell, please. It helps me out a ton. It lets you know when content of all sorts goes up here on the channel. Check out Machinery of Man, the Everything Factor, all the groups that I'm either a mod or an admin for, as well as all my social media links. All of that in the description down below. If you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link. Check us out on Patreon. See what we offer to you through Teespring. Or, of course, hit the join button right here on YouTube and become a channel member. And this is Black Agent. It is Beast Wars Ravage. It is a third-party Beast Wars Ravage. The original is kind of hyper difficult to get. I do not like the announcement of a PulseCon exclusive set for Beast Wars Ravage, and I don't like really that it's using a remolded version of the Cheetor mold. It's not my bag. So I wanted to have some version of that character, and this guy keeps speaking to me every time I've seen him. I didn't know a lot about him other than it was Beast Wars Ravage. So without any further ado, how about we head over to the table and take a closer look at this guy. And yes, indeed, today we're going to be looking at Transart's Black Agent, their version of Beast Wars Ravage. I got mine from Tortoise, and a bunch of stuff also came in this box that we're going to look at another time. But I'm just going to very quickly kind of give you an idea of sort of what came with mine here. I got a couple of large, weird headmasters. I got whatever this thing is. We will definitely be taking a look at this. It transforms, I can tell you that. I got this here. There's an Optimus here that's a weird looking Optimus. A very metallic painted Starscream that I don't think transforms, but I can't. Maybe it does. I'm not sure. I'll have to see. I already looked at this cassette, but I have 3 more like it, so we'll take a look at those. And a version of Bumblebee that I don't think is too bad, and a very strange Optimus. I think that might be, oh, and a little Micromaster dude. So all of that is going to be coming up at a later point. There's a bunch of things that I kind of had ordered that came in from Tortoise. So I just wanted to kind of point out, because I've done the unboxing on GotBot Goes Live, I'm not going to look at all of that in this review. We'll do I got some quirky KO stuff, so we'll do a KO overview in, I don't know, we'll do it in a little bit. That's all I can say. We'll do it in a little bit. This is the packaging for the Transart Ravage. I'm just going to get in a little bit closer on it so we can look at the detail. Sure does look like Beast Wars Ravage. It is BWM-04 Black Agent from Galaxy. Nothing much here on this side. I feel like I should know what this is. I feel like it's a laser beaky type of homage, but I'm sure I'm 100% wrong. It's definitely a ship or something of some sort. Somebody is yelling, I'm sure, saying, "That's the thing machine that he was flying." I don't remember what the name of his ship was. It's probably his ship. I assume it's his ship. I don't remember what it was. I mean, it is what it is. But it's packaging, that's it. Inside this packaging, we have not one, but 2 glossy collector cards. This one is for Strange Friend. It is their version of Transmutate. And Transmutate has tops on all stats because Transmutate is super duper powerful. Then we have Ravage here as well. And you can see the stats over there. The firepower I thought might be a little bit higher. The strength seems about right. The speed I thought would be a bit higher, but the intelligence, man, he is one smart cat. Literally. He comes with 2 of these beautiful blasters. I'm pretty sure they're molded in black and painted silver. 2 of these hands to hold said blaster. It's a nuisance to get on, but once you do, it stays pretty secure. I dig it. I might just leave these hands on here though. Die-cast front paws. I guess painted black and silver, I suppose. Fist hands, molded really well. And amazingly, I thought mine had arrived without the cassette. I couldn't find it. It's tiny, it's molded nice, but when I was taking this guy out for the review, the cassette just happened to magically kind of fall out from somewhere. A lot of people say it was in his back, but I've checked his back and it wasn't there, so it was after falling somewhere else. Either way, I'm relieved that I got it. It looks beautiful. He has a tail. It's like a rubber piece, basically, that has a wire inside that's bendable. There is a peg on this end and it goes into this little adapter right here. Okay, so this is the back of our boy. First I'm going to try and take the cassette and see if I can put that in his back. There are little spokes there. Yeah, that works. And then there's a rounded peg hole right there. We take the tail piece and it goes in there like that, and I guess the tail can angle down or up or whatever you want to kind of do with his tail. His blaster can go on his thigh via magnet. I love that, man. I think that is so very, very cool. Then we get to, I guess I'll take that off. Then we get to the way that he actually holds his blaster. So we need to remove his hand and replace it with the blaster holding hand, and his arms are strong. Oh, he started to fall back there. But like his arms are strong enough that it's not a problem. He can hold his blaster up. There's no issue there whatsoever. Obviously, if you want, you can also take that hand out and put in the fist one. And if you're going to be doing the transformation, you can put in the cat paw, obviously, as well. So for now, I'm just going to leave the open palm hand in there. And we're going to do scores for this guy, and we're going to see him next to some other Beast Wars offerings and kind of where he fits in or doesn't fit in, as the case may be. Look for the guy, 10. It looks like Beast Wars Ravage. The detail is impeccable. In terms of articulation, we do have a head that can go left and right. It can angle back a lot. Look down. This piece on the back of the head moves. His jaw opens and closes as well. The arms, this shoulder pad can get up so the arm can go all the way around, all the way out, and like way up when it goes out. Bicep swivel built inside. We have over 90 degrees wrist rotation because of that like one parts forming piece. We have what feels like a ball peg up in the body, maybe a double ball peg, but there's definitely a ball peg up into the body. A waist rotation, ratchet, just move his cassette off to the side. Ratcheted leg articulation out to the side. Softer ratchet back, but it holds. Forward, I wish forward was a little bit more, but you can kind of turn the leg sorta kinda to get what you want. Thigh swivel built up in around the hip joint, I do believe. We have knee to 90 degrees for sure. The toes tilt, not the whole ankle, but the toes do to kind of fake an ankle tilt. And the foot can go forward and back. I think that's it. And by the way, all the lower leg and foot, all die cast. I think that might be it though for the die cast. It gives him great heft. And honestly, he stands pretty much like a champion. Is there anything else I could want here? Not really. I mean, I wish that we had, say, articulated hands rather than having to change hands out. And I wish that there was a way to kind of move this, because here's the thing. This pegs in, so like you can't, you know, he can't put his arm forward with his palm facing out, say, you know what I mean? Because there's no wrist that lets it bend back. The only one that allows a wrist to bend back is if we take the paw and then bend the paw up, right? So I kind of wish that there was a way to incorporate the hand and the paw a little bit better, but the minor gripe, I'm going to say the articulation is, I gotta say 10. So far 10 and 10. This is tremendous so far. Then we're gonna do, I'm gonna call it the transformation. There's no instruction, so it's kind of like, sort of do what feels right. And it's pretty simplistic, just taking those off. We'll put his paws in, and we'll put his other paw in. And like, he doesn't turn into the cassette. He has the cassette, but he doesn't turn into it. Straighten up the head, straighten out these arms, and he'll kind of go forward like this. And then for these here, there's a hinge here and a hinge here, so we kind of get them in kind of sort of cat feet type of mode. And then if you really want, I guess you can probably, yeah, and you can put one on the, oh, that one fell off because I might have the wrong one on the wrong side here, possibly. Do I have it? Yeah, hole's better over here. So obviously they have to go on specific sides, but like, you get the idea. I'm just going to kind of refocus things here ever so slightly. Now the irony is that in Beast Wars, I don't actually remember this guy turning into a beast, ever. So this is kind of an homage. Like, yeah, I sort of get it. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's cattish. He's on all fours. He has 4 paws. I get it, man. I do. I think it's fine. It's more like in the spirit of. It's definitely not something that they, I don't know. I don't want to say intended, but it's not something that they put a lot of thought into. The thought was into the robot homaging the Beast Wars cartoon, and it does that very well. The transformation here, I mean, involves, you know, for something this simplistic, it still involves a little bit of parts forming. I mean, the transformation's 5, you know, 4, 3. I mean, it's nothing great. It just gives you something that you can say, yeah, you know what? It does sort of transform. I get it. This is Ravage in his cat mode, and I like it. It's not going to be for everyone, but I like it. So how well does he fit in with other Beast Wars offerings? Well, I have something here from Generations with Waspinator, the recent Kingdom, Leader Class Megatron, even my custom original from the late 90s, baby. My original Scorponok. I think, by the way, when I done the Scorponok review, I said that he was an Ultra Class. No, he was a Mega Class. I'm sorry, he was a Mega Class. Him and like Inferno, for example. So, yeah, this guy is a bit big. I would say he probably fits in best with like a Beast Wars Masterpiece collection, but he will work fine for my purposes. It'll be okay. That being said, there was an original that I think was like a BotCon exclusive of Ravage that was great. That's like kind of hyper hard to find, and there's going to be one coming up that my understanding is it's going to be part of like PulseCon, which kind of doesn't really service me, so I wasn't happy about that, and it's going to be using this mold. It will use the Cheetor mold, remolded. I'm not a huge fan of this mold. I don't like that it's being, like, again, an exclusive, and I'll tell you now, I kind of priced it out based on what the shipping would likely be to as close to me as Pulse stuff will get, and what the apparent price would be for the box set. Significantly more expensive, and I mean significantly more expensive than what this offering was. It's for a different collector, though. I mean, some people will say that they like the Cheetor mold, and some people will say that they want that cassette, that G1 cassette Ravage, and they're going to go for that. And I get it, man. Do it. It doesn't work for me in my collecting. I'm not enough of a fan of this Cheetor mold, and I don't think it has the longevity to last a long time. I prefer in this case, the third-party offering, and I think he's actually going to probably measure up nicely with Tigatron, Voyager Tigatron, when we finally get him. That's what I'm feeling like. So at the end of the day, what do I think of the guy? I think he's tremendous. I think the look is a 10. I think the articulation is a 10. I think that the transformation is definitely the weak spot with this guy, being, I'll say 5, because there's not much to it and you do have to change out the hands. It's not a big deal to me. He feels like he is robust. The plastic feels good. The diecast feels good. He has heft. He poses really well. He looks the part. I'm tickled to have this guy. I really am. Overall score for him, I'm going to say is easily an 8 to a 9. I think it is a tremendously well done Ravage. If you're really stuck on the transformation, then that's why I scored it the way I did. But subjectively, I like the simplicity of it, and I think it's like a 9. I think it's great. But objectively, it's not really engineered much. That's why I marked it down. Overall, I think it's a tremendous offering. If you're okay with changing out the hands, and you're okay with, you know, like more of a cat homage, then I think this guy might be up your alley. If those things are real sticking points for you, well, then you might have to go another route. I wouldn't hesitate for a second. I was questioning my decision when I got him, and I'm so happy I did. And here we are once again, and here he is, and you know what? Color me impressed, man. The look blew me away from the second I ever saw this. I had experienced the Primal, and while his plastic felt a bit thin to me, and he was smaller, about deluxe size, I saw the potential there for something cool and interesting, though that one was a KO. This is not. This is its own unique design, and I like seeing that. The articulation here is second to none. The plastic feels robust. I don't feel like I'm going to crack anything or break anything. It feels good. The diecast gives him some heft and some weight. He's able to strike ever so many wonderful dynamic poses. The ratchets in the hips help him to be more solid. I like the ball joint up in the body. The transformation does leave a little something to be desired, but I don't think it's the main draw to this guy. If you're going for this guy specifically for the transformation, then I think you're entertaining getting him for the wrong reason. He is a tremendous version of that Ravage, and even comes with his little cassette, though I thought I didn't have that. I'm very glad I do. The little cassette is technically the alt mode that he had in Beast Wars. Really impressive. Really, really impressive, and honestly, I feel like a good value for money for what you're getting. Would he fit in even better with some masterpiece displays? Quite possibly, honestly. But that would be up to you to decide how he fits with your collection. That's why I showed him with ever so many of the mainline offerings. I like it. Color me very, very impressed. Let me know what you think about Transart Black Agent, aka Beast Wars Ravage. I appreciate you guys coming by, giving me some of your extremely valuable time. I do know how important it is to you. If you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link. You can check us out on Patreon. You can see what we offer to you through Teespring, or of course, hit the join button right here on YouTube to become a channel member. While you're at it, man, hit the subscribe button, stick around, have some fun with us here on the channel, and don't forget that somehow, some way, each and every single day, you right there, you do make a difference, and I look forward to the next time that you and I get together to have another visit, either in the live streams on Thursday nights at the stop motion premieres of the old fashioned way, baby, right here inside the videos.